Hi everyone, and welcome to my Create a Sim and Create a Pet overview for The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs. So in this video, I'm going to show everything that comes with Create a Sim and all the color options for them. And after that, I'm going to give a quick overview of what comes with Create a Pet. Usually when expansion packs come out, I combine both Create a Sim and Build and Buy mode into one video. But there's just so much with this pack with the addition of Create a Pet that I felt like it was better to just split them into two separate videos. So I will also have a Build and Buy mode overview going up at the same time this video is, so I'll put some kind of annotation thing linking to that in case you want to check that out when you're done with this. But I'm just going to get into Create a Sim. So first of all, we have 15 new hairstyles for female Sims. So first up is a ponytail, and then this half-up hairdo. And then the third hairstyle is definitely my favorite that comes with the pack, and this is also the pack that, or the hair that I'm going to be using in my Let's Play for the pack, because this sim is actually the main sim from my Let's Play, which should be starting in a few days. And the male sim that I used is going to be one of the sims who she's friends with in that series. This hair is kind of a weird one. The cut's alright, but I'm not really a huge fan of the ombre towards the end because it just looks kind of like it's Greg, so I wish they had included a plain color version of that one. Usually they do when they have hair that's colored like that, but for some reason they didn't with that particular one. And then we also have this hair with the cat ears headband. And then lastly is the plain color version of the hair with the bangs that we saw before. And then we also get a couple of necklaces. At first glance I thought that was a crab, not a cat, but yeah, there's a cat necklace and a dog necklace, which are both pretty cute, so here are those. And then next up there are 10 new shirts for female Sims. So we have this hoodie with the cat on it, which is pretty adorable. And I like a lot of the Create a Sim items that came with this pack. They have kind of it's like a mix of a preppy vibe and kind of like an outdoorsy vibe. So it's just a mix of things that look very preppy and New England-esque and things that look more relaxed and comfortable for if your Sims wanted to get out and explore the world. I also really like this jacket. I think that's supposed to be like a woof on it with these patterns. And then we have one of the more preppy items. So we got this sweater with a scarf around the neck of it. And we got a few different things on the scarf. So we got hearts on one of them and then this more striped kind of pattern. I also really like this sweater. I'm definitely more of a fan of the more relaxed looking items. Because I'm just a fan of comfier clothes. We also have this really big sweater, which I think is a little different than anything that we've gotten in the game before. Like, I don't think we've just gotten a bulky sweater like this with any of the other packs from what I remember. And then there's also this crazy cat lady, ugly Christmas that's not for Christmas kind of a sweater. So I don't know if I'm actually going to end up using that on any Sims. I don't really have any Sims that I could see myself using this on, but it's definitely a fun one. And then we have this crop top, which has some different pet-related patterns on it. It's just got a mix of cat and dog things on it. And then this polo, which has paw print on it. So I guess that's something you'd maybe have someone who works at the front desk of a vet clinic wear. And then the last shirt that we have is this scrub. So this is just something that I guess you'd have your employees at the vet clinic wear. So yeah, that was nice that they included that. And then we also have 5 new bottoms. So there's these shorts with the shirt wrapped around them, so it's kind of cool that they're including more clothing items with that on it. And then we have this pair of shorts with that houndstooth, I believe it is, pattern on it. So I find it kind of fitting that they use houndstooth on this because, you know, cats and dogs. So yeah, I kind of noticed there's a few items that there's kind of like puns with them a little bit. And then we also have this skirt, which has some poodle patterns on it. So we've got a poodle pattern as well. And lastly, we have these scrubs to match the scrubs that we saw before in the tops. So yeah, this is the last of the bottoms. And then we also have 8 full body outfits. So first up is this patchwork dress. And some of the patterns, of course, have cats and dogs on them. So I guess you can give that to your crazy cat ladies or dog ladies. Probably not something I'm going to end up using. And then we have this more preppy outfit. So you got like a crop sweater over a button-up shirt, so it's kind of preppy yet kind of relaxed at the same time. And then there's this dress, which I really like. I think this dress is just beautiful. Probably my favorite of the full outfits that came with the pack. And then we also have this dress, which I like a lot as well. I like how it's just kind of a mix of preppy and outdoorsy. And then there's this, which looks kind of like a waiter dress. I guess, I don't know, maybe you could use it if you wanted to open up a cat cafe or something like that. I don't know, there's an idea. Oh yeah, it's definitely got kind of a waitress vibe to it, so it'd probably be useful to if you want to pick out some new outfits for employees at a restaurant. Then there's these overalls, which are really cute. I like the rip detail on the bottom of them. And then I believe this is the last one that we have. Or no, I think actually it's the next to last. Yeah, so just got a vest and some jeans. And then lastly is this longer dress. Yeah, so moving along, we've got one bracelet, which has a cat on it. Like how it's kind of like a cat that just wraps around the Sim's arms. And then we also have some leggings, so we just got a mix of patterns that have cats on them and dogs on them, and there's a few different colors of the cat and dog colorings for this, so yeah, these are pretty cute. I like them. Don't know how much I'm going to actually use them. And then lastly, we've got two new pairs of shoes, so we have these boots, which have a slight heel to them, which I think is technically a kitten heel, and then we also have these kitten heels, which have cats on them, so I kind of wonder if they thought about that when they were choosing the height of the heel for these shoes. I found that kind of amusing that that was the case. And then lastly, we have 5 new style looks. I'll just show all of these really quick before we move on to the male Sims. I really like this style look in particular, and I actually ended up using one of them on my Sim for the Let's Play. I usually don't like to use style looks on Sims that I play with in my Let's Plays, but I just thought that one looked so neat on her that I just went ahead and used that. So now we're on to the male Sims, and for them we have 11 hairs. Some of them I already showed. We have this variant of this hair, which just have some different patterns cut into the side of it, so I thought that was pretty cool. So if you want your Sim to have a paw print buzz inside their head, you can do that. And we just have a couple more hairs to show, so we've got the shorter one, and lastly we have the hairstyle with the cat ears on it. There's also a handlebar mustache, which is kind of a weird addition. I don't know if they're trying to go for a sort of a hipster vibe with that, but that's probably not something I'm going to use a whole lot, because not really a huge fan of handlebar mustaches. There's also 15 new shirts, so there's just a whole bunch of new shirts for male Sims. We got this one with a scarf tied around the neck of it, and there's also this t-shirt with a pocket on it. Not really a huge fan of this one. It kind of makes me think of something you would maybe have someone who works at a vet clinic wear, although I'm not sure if it really coordinates with any of the scrubs. I didn't really check that. I don't think it was really meant to, but I mean, it could work with that, so I guess that's another option if you wanted to use a different shirt than the scrubs. And we've also got this jacket that's layered over a sweater, that's layered over a button-up shirt, so just a whole bunch of layers going on there. And a lot of the shirts that come with the pack are like that, where it's just different kinds of shirts layered together. We have this jean jacket with a shirt underneath of it, which I really like. I'm a fan of the more relaxed and outdoorsy kinds of clothing that comes with this expansion pack. This shirt's alright. It's kind of similar to shirts that we've gotten in the past, because I feel like we've gotten a lot of button-up shirts that are open with a t-shirt underneath of it. And then we also have this sweater, which reminds me of the sweater that we saw earlier. And then this stylish fisherman's jacket kind of an outfit. Yeah, that's kind of what that makes me think of. Like maybe they went to Goodwill and got a fisherman's jacket and just are wearing it. And then we've got this turtleneck. And when I first saw this, the first thing that popped into my mind was Trent from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend for some reason. So I don't know if you ever seen that show, maybe that makes me think of that as well. And then we've got this vest over sweater, which just has different some different patterns with cats and dogs on it, which is pretty cute. It's kind of cool that they included that as well. And then we just have the same polo that we saw earlier. And lastly, we have the scrubs as well. So that's it for the tops. There's also 5 new bottoms that come with this pack. First up are these rolled up jeans, which I really like. I kind of like how there's the detail of them being a little bit wrinkled, and then we have these shorts, which they come in a plain color, and then there's also another variant of them that just has more of a plaid sort of a pattern on them, which I really like, because I've seen shorts like that in person, so it's kind of cool that they included that. And then we've got some more cargo pants. So I guess it's kind of neat to see some more cargo pants in the game. And then I believe, yeah, lastly we have the scrubs that we saw before. And then there's only one full outfit that came with the pack. I was kind of disappointed because we got like 8 for the female Sims. So we just got a sweater with a t-shirt tied around the waist of it. So I'm not sure why you would need another sweater around your waist when you've already got a sweater on, but oh well. And then we also got a pair of shoes. And then, yeah, that's it for the male Sims. So lastly, I will just show you all the style looks that we got. There's 5 of those, and that is it for the adult Sims, so surely we will move on to the child Sims, who got a few items with this pack. There's only one new hairstyle for Child Sims, but it's a really adorable one. I like the bow that's on the top of it and the curly texture that it has. Then there's 5 tops, so we've got this rolled up button up shirt over a sweater, and then this t-shirt which has some different pictures of cats and dogs on it. And I like that a lot of the clothing items that come with this pack have pictures of dogs and cats or one or the other on it. I just think that's really cute. And then we have this jacket which has a mix of camo prints for it and some more plain patterns. And then next is this flannel shirt over a sweater, which I really like. I'm a fan of flannel shirts, so this is definitely a cute piece of clothing. And the last shirt that we get is this sweater. And I really like this one too. I like the different patterns that it has. I also like how some of the colorings have this picture of a bone on it, and then you've got some with this number on it. There's one new bottom, which is this pair of capris. I think the heart buckle that's on it is really cute too. There's also 3 full outfits. So we've got this adorable dress that has some cats towards the bottom of it, which I really like. And then we also have some more plain color patterns of it, and then this mix of a sweater and some cargo type pants, and then we've got this outfit with a sweater tied around the waist of it. So there's just a few different outfits that have sweaters tied around the waist of them, which is pretty cool. And there's also 3 new shoes. So we've got these boots, which I really like. I'm glad they added some boots like this for kids. And then we've got these UGG type boots. And then lastly, I think we have another pair of boots that's a little bit shorter than the first one that we saw. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the shoes that they included for kids. And then we've also got 4 new style looks, and that's about it that we get for the Child Sims. There were also a few things that came for toddlers with this pack, which is a good thing because we've had a few packs where toddlers didn't get anything. So they get this sweater which has some pictures of cats and dogs on it, and I think a few that look like maybe they're supposed to be bears. So this is just a really adorable sweater. And we also have a few full outfits, so there's a couple of these. So we got this dress which has both cats and dogs on. There's just some different kind of coat patterns for the dogs that are on them, and then some that are just more plain. And then we've got this outfit which is just a sweater and some pants which has some dogs and some I don't think it has cats yet. I didn't have cats, but it just had some different dog related things on it. And here are a couple of styled looks. So that's it for the outfits. There is also new aspirations. So we've got a friend of the animals aspiration where they just want to befriend a bunch of animals, and then there's also a cat lover trait and a dog lover trait. And I kind of wish they had a lover, it's like an animal lover in general trait, so you didn't have to fill up 2 slots if you want them to get along with both dogs and cats. But moving on to create a pet, you do have the ability to just go in and create a cat or dog, or you can go right ahead and mix breeds. So you can just pick 2 different breeds and it'll mix them for you. So I'll show that off really quick here. And something I thought was neat was that you could actually mix large dog breeds and small dog breeds, because in The Sims 3, I don't believe you could do that. So I really like that you're able to do that with this game. As far as breeds go, there are so many for dogs. I counted over 120 breeds. I was going to show every single breed, but I just realized that would take way too long. I don't think it's really necessary to show every breed, so there's still something for you all to explore once you get the game, or if you already have it. But I just kind of going through here quickly and just showing a sampling of the breeds that come with the game. And whenever you pick a breed, it'll automatically give them a trait or 2 that goes with that breed. So I thought that was kind of cool. So you can either keep that breed or that trait, or if you don't really like it, you can just go ahead and give it something else. But yeah, I find it really cool that they took the temperament of the different breeds into account when, with choosing a trait that goes with them. You can also edit different aspects of the dog. So there you can pull on them like you can in Create a Sim, or you can just go ahead and choose from different preset ears, eyes, noses, and so on. So here I'm just going through and showing all of those. So we've got the noses. You can also change the nose color, which will actually change the color in their ears, as you can see there. And then we've got the different eyes. You can also make it so that they have heterochromia, so you can just have different colors for each eye, which is pretty cool. They've got the different body shapes here, and also a few different tail options for dogs. And moving along, you can also choose to recolor certain portions of their coats. If you pick different coats, they'll have different slots that you can go ahead and recolor, and you can just go through and pick coats from different breeds, no matter which breed you choose, which is pretty cool. So I'm just kind of going through here and showing a sampling of that. We've got a few whimsical colors, so I'm just showing the different colorings of those. You can make a robot dog if you want. So there's just a whole bunch of really cool things that you can do with this, and there's also the whole coat painting thing, which I'll show later on. And here are the different fur options that you can choose from. So it is really cool that there's just so many different options that you have for customizing your pet. So I definitely like this Create a Pet a lot more than the one that we got with The Sims 3, which I found kind of difficult to use. There's also a bunch of different clothing that you can give your dog, so I'm just going through and showing all of that really quick. I might have missed a few things, there's just so much to go over, but I try my best to show everything that cats and dogs gets as far as clothing, because it's kind of cool that you can dress up your pet. There's just a bunch of fun options like the unicorn horn that I have on the dog here. You can also choose from a bunch of different collars like the spike one that I have on the dog right now, or you can choose from collars with different kind of tags on them, like a dog bone tag or just a little circular tag with a star or a heart or something in it like that, which is really cute. And another thing I noticed when I was going through the clothing is that you have an everyday wear option and a walking option for your dog clothing. So I guess you can have one outfit that they wear when they're just kind of walking around the house, and you can also maybe pick like a collar or something that you want to have them wear when you walk them. I haven't messed around with this in gameplay yet, but I do find it cool that you have different outfits for your dogs. You can also set multiple outfits within each of them, so you can just have different little outfits for your dogs that they'll go through, and I guess you can change the different outfits that they wear. And I also like this bandana. I really like something about dogs wearing bandanas. I just think it's really adorable. And then we've also have this llama dog outfit and little sweater for your outfit. So just a bunch of different really cute options. We also have this shark outfit. And small dogs also had a few different things, so I just wanted to go through and show what's different for them. So you can have them wear grilled cheese around their head or wear an adorable little bow. And you also have this little hoodie. And I wish that some of these clothes also came for the larger dogs, because I didn't see the hoodie or these pajamas or basically everything I'm showing here is the clothing that was just available for the small dogs. So I wish some of the stuff was available for large dogs as well. We also have this really adorable little dinosaur outfit, or you can have your dogs dressed like a hot dog or in this little frilly dress, which is just so cute. Yeah, lastly we have this little bear outfit, which is just once again really cute. Like, it's all so cute. There's also 17 different traits that you can choose from, ranging from active to hunter or hairy or loyal or smart or vocal, just a whole bunch of different options. And after that, I will show you all the different barks that the dogs have. Moving on to the cats, they also have a bunch of different breed options. I counted around 50 different breeds, so they didn't get as many as the dogs, but there's still a bunch of options to choose from. So I'm once again just going through and showing a sampling of the different breeds that you can choose from. I forgot to mention this before, but you can also search for different breeds if you have a specific one in mind that you want to find. And the breeds are listed in alphabetical order, which might also help you with finding them. And there's also different code options that you can choose from with the different breeds as you're going through and picking them. So that's kind of cool. And then those options will also show up when you go into the code options in here. So once again, I'm just going through and showing the different noses, eyes, and ears, and so on that they have, and the different color options for the noses. So yeah, there's just a whole bunch of different options. You can also customize their whiskers and give them rainbow whiskers if you want. So that'll help with creating more whimsical looking animals. And once again, you can give them heterochromia and make their eyes different colors, and you've got different body types and tail options. And here's a look at the coats that you get. So once again, you can just go through and color the different slots of the coats that you have. And cats also have a few of the more whimsical coat options. And I like that they included some void critter coats. I think that's kind of cool that they did that. We've got the patchwork cat and the robot cat and the skeleton cat. So moving along, here are the different furs that you can choose from. And here are the different clothing options that you have for cats. You have this really adorable top hat and this adorable shark hat. And I just find it kind of funny that you can dress up cats, because I've never had a cat who enjoys being dressed up or let me put clothes on them. Like, one of my cats flipped out because I put a collar on her that happened to have a bell on it, so I had to take it off because every time the bell jingled, she would just turn around and try to snap at the bell, and I didn't really want to drive her nuts by leaving that on. But yeah, here are just some different little collars with bells and such on them, and then we have some sweaters and different little outfits that you can wear on your cat. And some of these are really amusing, but I like the different patterns that this sweater has. Like, you got a pizza sweater and this little t-shirt, and yeah, I just find it so funny that you can just put clothes on cats. So we also have this biker vest. You can also dress your cat up as a taco if you want, or as a samurai, or you can just dress him up in this little hoodie, which is pretty cute. I really like this one. And you also have the option to dress your cat up as a dragon, which is another one that I really like, or you can dress them up as a piece of sushi. And cats also get 17 different traits, so you have affectionate, frisky, mischievous, skittish, and just a bunch of different ones. And after I show all of these traits, I'm just going to go ahead and show the different meows that your cats have. And last but not least in Create a Pet is the paint mode, which is really cool because you have this color wheel you can use to choose any different color to paint your cats with. You can also change the darkness of the color or the opacity, so it just really gives you a lot of control, and it really makes it so you can better create a realistic pet, because like in The Sims 3 I had a really hard time trying to recreate my pets because I just found it so hard to try to get the right markings. But since you can really paint directly on your paint, that just makes it so much easier, and you just have a bunch of different options like changing the brush size or rotating it. You can also choose whether or not you want the paint to mirror, if you want to make it a little bit easier to paint your pet, or you can just turn that off and make it so you can have an asymmetrical pet. There's different stencils that you can use to aid in the painting of your pet. You can also choose different poses to put your pet in to make it a little bit easier to paint different parts of them. And yeah, that's about it for this overview of Create a Sim and Create a Pet. Like I said, I'll also have a build and buy mode overview up at the same time this video is going up, so I'll have something linking to that in case you want to get to that. And as far as covering gameplay, I will be starting a Let's Play in a few days, which I'm really excited about. I plan to also have other content for this pack up, like a speed build either tomorrow or the day after that. But yeah, that is it. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thanks for watching, and bye!